3, 2, 1.
Welcome to another episode of Bollywood This Week. Friends, the movie which we are going to review today is Nagarjuna Akineni's film Om Namo Venkatesaya. Well, friends, in a time where devotional movies and mythological movies have been reduced to nothing, and people think that going for such movies is you're going to be a very boring affair and a waste of time, and with movies like Gopala Gopala, Oh My God, and PK, which prove that there is nothing so called as devotion, here comes a movie called Om Namo Venkatesaya, which on looking looks like an boring old mythological devotional affair. But friends, when you go in for the movie, trust me, without any creed, caste, or any religion, irrespective of which religion you are, every individual who goes for this movie, Om Namo Venkatesaya, will come out as a changed individual because of a thrilling performance by Mr. Nagarjuna Akineni. Well, friends, Nagarjuna we all know, for his suave attitude, high lifestyle, but when he slips into the character of Rama, the biggest disciple, the biggest bhakt of Lord Venkateshwara, also called as Balaji Bhagwan, then you come to know that what a excellent and a beautiful actor Nagarjuna Akineni is. Well, friends, the story which has been portrayed in this film is how Tirumala came into existence and how Rama, also called as Hathiram later, helped in the proceedings of Tirumala. So friends, what is Om Namo Venkateshaya all about, and is it worth your money at the box office? Om Namo Venkateshaya has been directed by K. Raghavendra Rao, beautifully written by J. K. Bharavi. The music of this film has been given by M. M. Keeravani, and the cinematographer Kiran Kumar should take a bow and a salute to him. The visuals of the movie are fantastic, and the art direction depicting the initial stages of Tirumala are fabulous. So, who stars in the movie Om Namo Venkateshaya? Om Namo Venkateshaya stars Nagarjuna Akineni, who plays Rama, then has been named as Hathiram. We have Krishnamma, who is played by Anushka Shetty. She is looking fabulous in the movie. We have Jagapati Babu, who plays a very rich painter in the movie. We have Sampath Raj, who plays the king of Tirupati. We have Brahmanandam in a very comic role. He is in charge of the activities in Tirumala, right from doing the gundu to for the prasad and the flowers. We have Vanilla Kishore and Rao Ramesh. Rao Ramesh is the in charge, he is like the collector of all the proceedings and the funds which go to Tirupati, and we have Vanilla Kishore playing his sidekick. So friends, what is the story of Om Namo Venkateshaya all about? Well, the story begins with Rama, a small boy setting up into a village where a Rishi Muni or a Guru is giving lessons to small kids. On his arrival, the Guru asks him, what subjects are you interested in learning? To which Nagarjuna's smaller character tells that I want to study something in which I can see God. Well, then he starts playing a game, a dice game which is also called as Pachikalu. Well, he tells him that play this dice game and go for tapasya, find a place, and one day surely you're gonna find God. Well, years move by and we have shown a young Nagarjuna. Why am I saying young Nagarjuna? I mean, at this age, being the father of Chaitanya and Akhil Akineni, and looking so fit on screen. I mean, seriously, Nagarjuna, when he removes his dress, he doesn't look like such an old man. He's looking very young in the movie. So Nagarjuna starts his tapasya, and one day, Lord Balaji, descends down in the roop of a small kid. Well, the small kid goes and disturbs his tapasya, but Nagarjuna doesn't know that he is he's taken the roop of the Bhagwan and come down. Well, Nagarjuna shoos him away, but when his Rishi Muni, his head tells him that the small kid who came to meet you was God himself, he feels very bad. He's heartbroken, but then he goes back to his village. After going back to his village, his parents force him, that you also have a life, you also have responsibility, you should get married down. That's when Pragya Jaiswal comes. Pragya Jaiswal is a very beautiful looking girl. I mean, her screen presence is fantastic, and there's a song where Nagarjuna dances with Pragya Jaiswal. That song is fabulous, and we have some not so good orange sequences, some erotic orange sequences by K. Raghavendra Rao in the movie doesn't go with the flow of the movie. It was not required. So Nagarjuna gets married, but in his dreams, Lord Balaji comes and he cannot, bring the devotion out properly, and then he decides that this marriage and all is okay, but my real life is my devotion to Tirupati, Lord Balaji, and I have to go there. When Nagarjuna sets on his journey and takes his bag and goes to Tirupati, there on visiting the Balaji temple, he's been denied entry by Rao Ramesh's men and is been thrown out. Well, that scene when Nagarjuna is waiting outside the temple for 3 days, not even moving, shows the devotion people have in Tirupati Bhagwan and Lord Balaji. This is unexplainable. Seriously, friends, this is a visual to your eyes. Well, that's when Krishnamma enters Anushka Sharma when Nagarjuna is being bashed by people. Well, Anushka Shetty's entry in the movie Om Namo Venkatesaya is fabulous. Whoever has choreographed that song, I mean the look, the hair, the jewels, the background dancers so beautifully dressed depicts the culture of India and the strength of Tirupati Bhagwan. Well, friends, then we see that Nagarjuna has been, bricks have been broken on his head, but he still doesn't move. That's when enters the elephant sent by God, and he protects Nagarjuna. After that, Nagarjuna has been taken by Krishnamma to a certain place, and that's when he is given to read, the old notes the ancestors has left, and that's when he realizes the real meaning of Lord Balaji and Tirupati, and sets up new principles which are correct and which should be followed in Tirupati. Well, all the people around follow him, and he makes an ashram on top of the hill. That's when one day Sampath Raj, the king of the Tirupati, comes there, and when Nagarjuna explains to him that how Rao Ramesh is cheating people, then he comes to know that Rao Ramesh should be removed. So Rao Ramesh has been removed, and now Nagarjuna is in charge of the Tirumala temple. Well, friends, story moves forward. The temple is set up beautifully. He decorates the whole Lord Balaji murti, and lines have been made, new prasad, and Brahmanandam gang. We should take some lot of money for shaving people's head. Looting them have also been removed, and Rao Ramesh has now made a sweeper. Well, friends, that's when the real crux of the story starts. When Nagarjuna comes closer to God. Seriously, friends, Nagarjuna really comes close to Lord Balaji and the two wives, and a beautiful dice game. One day when Lord Balaji comes in front of Nagarjuna, the way he sees God is unexplainable. This man's expression is seriously beautiful. Lord Balaji and Nagarjuna almost like become very good friends, and they play the dice game whenever they meet. He prepares the milk and honey dish for Lord Balaji, and one day something goes wrong because Rao Ramesh always wants that Nagarjuna should be removed from the temple, and sends a beast to kill him when he has a meeting with Lord Balaji's wife. That day, the beast goes and pokes in, a dagger in Nagarjuna's chest, but Lord Balaji's wife takes and, and, very visual, and that's when, the beast who has come to kill Nagarjuna gets scared and goes away. Well, friends, story moves forward, and after that, one day when Nagarjuna and Lord Balaji are playing a dice game, every day, Nagarjuna tells that I am keeping a ring if I lose, and if you lose, you have to give me all your jewels. Well, that day, Lord Balaji brings, Garuda, an eagle, to see, look over the proceedings that day, and that's when he loses the game. All his jewels have been lost to Nagarjuna, even the shawl he wears has been given to him. Well, that's when the film starts. The jewels in the temple the temple also has been stolen away, and temple also has been taken away. That's when Nagarjuna is under problem. The king, Rao Ramesh, they all tell that you have to go to jail because of stealing it. That's when Nagarjuna tells, I and Lord Balaji are friends, we play Pachikalu together, but no one hears them, no one listens it out, friends, and Nagarjuna has been sent to jail. That's when they come to know that Nagarjuna Rama is not a normal bhakt, not a normal devotee. And the scene where the elephant enters the prison and takes Nagarjuna out, Sampath Raj comes to know that he is, really God's favorite disciple, God's favorite student. And that's when he's been knighted as Hathiram. Well, proceedings don't move forward, very smoothly in this. We have, Jagapati Babu also coming as a rich, famous painter. There is a song, there is a very sleazy song between Anushka Shetty and Jagapati Babu, very lust for Anushka Shetty. But Anushka Shetty does not want to marry. She wants to be God's disciples for life. So, friends, now in the end, everyone thinks that Hathiram, that is Nagarjuna, is a god and they start praying him. But the climax, friends, trust me, if you are a Lord Balaji devotee, a Tirupati Bhakt, you're gonna cry in the end like buckets. Seriously, Nagarjuna goes and tells to Lord Balaji that please, rather than being worshipped, as a god in this world, I want to die as a devotee. Please make a samadhi of me. I cannot see people come and praying to me. Very emotional scene between Saurabh Jain, who plays Lord Balaji, and Nagarjuna, who plays Hathiram in the movie. Nagarjuna has been buried by his own wish and makes a samadhi. And when he is being buried, the theatre was crying, friends. Trust me, people were in tears and people left out really satisfied watching this movie. So, friends, why should you watch Om Namo Venkatesaya? A, it is a very good mythological devotional movie. Two, it does not bore you. Three, it's a commercial movie. It is not a slow movie at all. It has comedy, it has songs, it has fight sequences. When Nagarjuna looks after the Tirumala temple and people start doing illegal activities. There are action sequences of Nagarjuna when he throws away his shawl and he fights with them. Fabulous. Excellent ripping performance by Nagarjuna Ekineni. His best performance till date, seriously. Obviously, he's done before Anamaya and Shirdi Sai Baba, but this movie, he is looking so calm, so subtle, like a true devotee. Anushka Shetty looking very gorgeous. Her outfits full marks to her. The dance, the way she enters the temple, the way she is devoting to God is fabulous. Sampath Raj as the king, Jagapati Babu as the rich painter is fabulous. Rao Ramesh as the villain is superb. Brahmanandam and his usual gang is absolutely fantastic. Vanilla Kishore's a small role, evokes a lot of laughter. He does not have much dialogue in the movie, but he's standing behind and gives fantastic expressions. Direction by K. Raghavendra Rao is fabulous. He's made the movie according to 2017. Trust me, not like 90s or the 80s where it bore the people to death with devotional movies. There are not very big dialogues. The dialogues also are very good. The games between Nagarjuna and Lord Balaji evoke, the feeling of, Shraddha in you that still God exists and God is there, and how by worshipping God you can come way closer to it. Very, very beautifully shown in the movie. Pachikalu, the dice game, is fantastically portrayed. You feel like coming home and playing that game. Very nice. Garuda, played by Ajay, is very nice. But Lord Balaji, played by Saurabh Jain, literally this guy has played Krishna on TV, looks fabulous. Trust me. But some places the movie falters. So what are the negative points of the movie? The negative point of the movie is, friends, the dubbing of Saurabh Jain. Saurabh Jain has been seeing mouthing Hindi dialogues in many scenes. The dubbing goes overboard, but he's Lord Balaji. We cannot find mistakes in Saurabh Jain, man. Nagarjuna, is fabulous in the movie, but in some scenes, where you need to show his close-ups, they've shown long shots of Nagarjuna. I don't know why. Two, three songs are unnecessarily put in the movie and very long stretched, which could have been edited in the movie. The starting of the film, feels like very slow moving, but once it catches pace, it's fabulous. The graph of this movie is very high, doesn't dip at all. Very less flaws, and Om Namo Venkatesaya should be watched by every individual. There is no age limit for this. You take your kids for this movie, college going students, go visit this theatre and enlighten yourself. Religion does not matter in this movie. person of any religion should go and watch this fantastic tale. It is a part of Indian history, and devotional mythological films like Om Namo Venkatesaya should be encouraged. So, how many stars for Om Namo Venkatesaya? Om Namo Venkatesaya gets 1, 2, 3, 4 stars. It is a fantastic movie. This weekend with your family, with your kids, all uncle, aunties, go and enjoy this Nagarjuna excellent performance in Om Namo Venkatesaya. So friends, if you liked our review of Om Namo Venkatesaya, please like and press the red subscription button below. We need you for supporting our channel. So friends, this is me, Amir Ansari, signing off. See you next week with another episode of Bollywood This Week. Till then, keep rocking, man.